Question 3. What 3 words come to mind when you think of Strinova? Good question. It's perverted, a copy, and unoriginal. So if you can't tell by now, I'm going to be complaining this whole video about Strinova. If you're going to be offended by that, just stop watching. So let's get straight into the gameplay. So when initially playing, I found the shooting quite average. Like, it didn't feel impactful shooting people, or if I want to compare it to Overwatch, because, well, they're literally copying from Overwatch. I find the visual feeling worse in Strinova. I just feel like I'm having a hard time aiming correctly. I think it's something about accuracy where you can't be 100% accurate with like submachine guns, which for them calling themselves competitive, it's not really that competitive if you're gonna be inaccurate. And the hero abilities in Strinova, I find the same way. They don't feel that impactful compared to Overwatch, Valorant, those games. I barely play Valorant, by the way. I know the hero abilities in that game is so much better than Strinova. Because, for example, we got the cat girl, I forgot her name. She has Symmetra abilities, but like, they somehow made it worse, where you can only place, I think, 1 or 2 turrets, and it takes forever for the cooldown to come down, and it works basically the same exact way as a Symmetra turret. It just feels like an underpowered ability if it's going to take forever to even use a Symmetra turret. And also her ultimate, you can easily shoot down. It's like a Torbjorn turret, but like flying. So if we're going for a unique style of the game, they do have something unique called Stringify. I believe that's what it's called. And I think it's the only unique thing they have in the game. I'll get into the copy of the game later, but like, I feel like that's the only thing they got. But the problem with it is that your character becomes flat, which sounds cool in paper, but when you're playing, they just become a nuisance if you're gonna try to shoot someone that's flat and also has damage reduction, because yeah, you have damage reduction if you're flat for some reason. So you can like easily troll your opponents with it. That's why I did the whole entire video, by the way. I just like became flat. That's my gameplay. It's just being flat and making people try to shoot me but missing every single shot because I'm flat, and also damage reduction, which makes me think defenders will probably win every single game if we're talking about the Overwatch version. So yeah, there's 4 game modes. There's the team deathmatch, there's the team deathmatch, there's the CSGO, and there's the Overwatch. And yes, I meant to say team deathmatch twice because there is 2 team deathmatches. And for my last point of the gameplay, it always felt like I was playing against bots and also with bots, which makes me mentally, I'm like, this is not fun if I'm playing an online game going against offline enemies. I'd rather have transparency if I'm playing against or with bots, but I know for certain I was. But they never tell you for playing against bots. It's really hard to tell, honestly. But after 20 matches, I believe I was actually going against real players. That's when I felt like that was the case. It was really hard to tell though, which I really don't like. There's like Valve games where they are very open on if you're playing with or against bots, which I appreciate. Not this game though. On to progression. Since this game is made in the Asias, you can definitely tell that it has gacha mechanics in it. I have played 21 matches and won 18 because they were all bots, but I've only been able to unlock a single character, and I have 660 dream tokens, which is like the way you unlock heroes or whatever they're called, agents. And one hero costs 3,600, so yeah. Would I call this pay to win? I don't know, but I would call it pay to win faster. And what I mean by pay to win faster is you're winning faster than a free player. And by winning, I mean progressing. You're progressing faster. Pay to progress, I guess? I don't know. The whole definition of that crap is stupid. There's no right term for pay to win or pay to progress or paywalls or whatever. Everyone has their own definition. And since it's a gacha system, there is loot boxes. I'm not showing you one because I literally don't have enough to open one because the progression is super slow for free players. Let's talk about the allegations I was talking about from the start. where I talked about the game being perverted, a copy, and unoriginal. Let's start with the perverted part. Honestly, I don't have to explain myself, because if you just look at the characters and the game, you're like, yeah, some of these characters have pretty provocative clothing. Also, this game is definitely for people attracted to females, because there's only 3 males in the game and 14 females. And the community doesn't help on my thoughts on this, because yeah, they're pretty weird. And those people could argue, well, this isn't your game. Well, actually, here's some video evidence. Well, look at my hours here. I got 1400 on Overwatch. 1, not 2. 1000 on CSGO, not CS2. And I've also played some anime games quite a bit. Mainly because the grind can be going and not actually the fun part of the game. So yeah, there's my time played review. Oh, and last point. There's like 3 groups in this game for the characters, I guess. And the group names are pretty on the nose with really knowing their community. Now for my allegations of the game being a copy and unoriginal is the map design. With the map design, I'm pretty certain every single map is a ripoff. I've only seen 4 of the maps that I confirmed myself and a friend that they are just complete copies of other maps. So here's some proof. We got Gibraltar from Overwatch, King's Row from Overwatch, and Dust 2 from Counter-Strike, and Ice World from Counter-Strike. Also sorry, but you won't see any gameplay video comparing. So hopefully you know these maps, because I really don't want to install Overwatch or CSGO anymore. Well, not CSGO, CS2. Also Overwatch 2. So Gibraltar, they pretty much copied it completely, besides, of course, it's in their own models, just to make it legal and stuff, I guess. Oh, this map, by the way, is called Jaxa Factory. King's Row, same exact thing. This map's called Departure Zone. I could see some things that are different from this map compared to King's Row, but it's still insanely similar. And Dust 2 from Counter-Strike, this map's called Area 88. This one's actually a little bit different from Dust 2. There's like extensions where there's more of the map. So creative. And last but probably least, we got Ice World from Counter-Strike. It is a super small map. The map's called Number 2 Depot. I don't know why, but like every single game loves to copy this map. Every single like rip-off game. If you see this map in any game, you know how uncreative they are. About not being creative. I fully believe if your game copying another game's map layout, there's no way you can trust a company like that or trust in its creativity, because I'm certain that they're just wanting to copy other people. Honestly, it's no wonder Strinova is their only creative choice, because that freaking sucks. Honestly, trust me, I did give the game a big chance. I played like almost 6 hours on the game. I guess one of those hours was me like recording stuff, but other than that, it's basically been 5 hours of me playing this game and trying it out. I've also played a little bit of the playtest, but of course I complained about that on my Steam Next Fest video. But yeah, I kind of refreshed my mind and was like, let's give this game another chance. Just pretend they're not copying any other map. But I tried not to think about that. Eventually was the reason I just didn't want to play anymore. And also the whole bot thing, wondering who's a bot, wondering who's not. I honestly wanted a replacement for Overwatch because I stopped playing it since the start of this year when Overwatch 2 came out. That was a super disappointing thing for me. But yeah, I've been trying to find a replacement. I guess we'll try a Marvel Rivals. I don't know about that one though. We'll see. Anyways, sorry for complaining so much. I was just very disappointed in this game. That's why I went on so much rants. But I wanted to say I appreciate that you've been stopping by, because my 4 recent videos have gotten quite a lot of attention, honestly. I knew my Steam Next Fest would have views. I didn't expect almost 1,000 views. No, that's pretty awesome. But I really didn't expect I expected 0 views from Insane Aquarium, honestly, because nobody really cares about that game anymore. But hey, like, all my videos even got a lot of likes. Stalker 2 though, I don't think people liked my take on it. I am coming back to that video though once I don't lag anymore. We'll see when. I have a feeling that YouTube is actually putting me in the algorithm, as in showing me in recommended pages for people. I'm hoping that's the case, because that would be pretty awesome. Oh, another reason with the State Aquarium. The audio was horrible, so I'm surprised people liked it. Anyways, thank you. Goodbye. My next video, I'm not sure on what I'm gonna do. Maybe Gladio Mori.